Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Bette Midler.
Forget it, you know. I was in bed one night with my boyfriend Ernie. He said to me, Soph, how come you never tell me when you're having an orgasm? I said to him, Ernie, you're never around. I will never forget it, you know. My girlfriend Clementine is a filthy, vulgar old broad. She loves them dirty jokes. She rang me up the other day and said to me, Soph, what do you get when you cross a male organ with a telephone pole? I said, Clementine, I got no idea. What do you get? She said to me, Soph, you get a humongous dick that wants to reach out and touch someone. Thanks very much, Soph. Take a hike. We'll see you later. Hello, everybody. Tonight, we have no songs about the sea, no boogie-woogie, no rock and roll numbers in which I hump the stage, no wheelchairs, no fins, no backup singers serving me with subpoenas, and best of all, no surly musicians begging me for blow. Instead, tonight we have jokes. Jokes about old people having sex. We have jokes about cutting the cheese. We have good jokes about bad people, bad jokes about good people. And of course, we have not neglected my favorite arena. Jokes about tits. Ah, yes, tits bazooms, fun bags, medicine balls, pachangas, nays, my world, welcome to it. And oh, it has been a gargantuan effort. More Hebrews worked on this act than built the pyramids. I searched high, I searched low. I beat the comic bush so hard, I feel like Margaret Mead. Of course, everyone does not share my high opinion of me, no. I cannot tell you how many times I have been apprehended, stopped by Dikeys and Nikes. Right outside that door. They scream at me, for Christ's sake, when are you going to stop talking about your tits? They imply that I am obsessed with mammalia. I say, you're goddamn right I'm obsessed with mammalia. I'm living proof big tits means big bucks. So there. Besides, I'm a star.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I don't have to be well informed. Just well endowed. I don't know much because I don't get out much. Last time I got out, I sang on that record. We are the rich. We are the famous. It was a fantastic night. I stood next to LaToya. She was wearing a headband. I felt naked. Bruce Springsteen was there. He was chatting with the soloists. Undaunted, I ran up to him. I said, Bruce, you look fabulous. What happened? He was not amused. Hell, I remember when his arms were as skimpy as his chord changes. Oh, hiss and boo your own self. I have no idols, nothing sacred here. And you better get used to it. Because mud will be flung tonight. and into the faces of some of your favorites. Yeah, old Bruce looks good. He looks like he's been working out like crazy, but which of us has not? I work out. That's ridiculous. I work out. I jazzercise in the morning. I aerobicize at night. Let's get physical. Let me hear your body talk. My body said, fuck you. How could I blame my body? I was asking my body to do things it hadn't done since the senior prom. Problem is, I love to eat. I love to eat. I used to like to have indiscriminate sex. But you can't do that anymore. You fuck the wrong person, your arm falls off. Oh, and it just had a manicure, too. So it's back to food. I love food. I love it. I don't even bother with a knife and fork anymore. I just pick up the dish. It's only an inch away from a trough, I'll tell you. I know, however, that one of these days all my sautéed chickens will come home to roost. I'm going to be forced to stand in front of a full-length mirror and confront myself, sing myself this baleful ditty. Fat as I am, who wants to see a diva? Fat as I am, I get mistaken now for Lainey Kazan. How is it that I'm fat as I am? Fat as I am, the camera's gonna add a ton to my can. This is the way they say Godzilla began. How did I get as fat as I am? Try it again. Oh, my friends say I should diet again, that my fans are gonna riot again. Look what happened to Liz. All of my sins are not as numerous as all of my chins. I could audition for the Doublemint Twins. No one in the biz is as fat as I is. But what's a career when you put it next to not worse than beer? They could park a DC-10 on my rear. God knows I got the gas. There goes the chair. But to tell the truth, I'm too fat to care. I ate a meatball off the floor right over there. I don't give a damn when you're fat as I am. Of course, I have new motivation for staying slim and gorgeous. You see, I recently got married. I hope that means that you're wishing me well, and not congratulations on finally landing some poor worm. Yes, I got married. Of course, I wasn't the only one who had the urge to co-join that fateful weekend. Lots of girls got married that weekend. God almighty. Olivia Newton-John got married. Sally Field got married. Jamie Lee Curtis got married. It was like last call at a singles bar. Olivia Newton-John got married in Santa Barbara. Everything was dyed to match the very special pink of her panties. Sally got married in Bel Air to a man who liked her, who really liked her. Jamie Lee got married on Fifth Avenue, and I was married in Las Vegas by an Elvis impersonator. I married a German boy. I married a Kraut. Every night I get dressed up like Poland and he invades me. He likes to go to the movies. He likes to watch teenagers get laid for the first time. Sometimes he even watches the screen. My movies are not about getting laid. Although I will say, once or twice, I have been royally screwed. I'm ready for my close-up. Where's the mark? Where's my light? Where's my lunch? I love the sound of that voice. Nobody talks like that anymore in the movies, except for Meryl. I am the French lieutenant. I was up for that part. I read that line. I'm the French lieutenant's whore. What's it to ya? I don't know why I didn't get that job. But now it's move over Meryl Streep. There's a new light on the cinematic horizon. Madonna. No, this is not going to be so much as mud flinging. Yes, it's gonna be like a landfill. All right. Like a virgin. Touched for the very first time. For the very first time today. Oh, my God. Oh, pity the poor soul that has to rinse out that lingerie. The only thing that girl will ever do like a virgin is have a baby in a stable. By an unknown father, that's right. Who, me? Jealous? What do you mean? I'm a material girl, too. I've been on MTV. Once. I made a video with Mick Jagger. We were fabulous together. I know what you're all thinking. Did she fuck him? How was he? Ah, Mick, Bruce, Lionel. I had them all. How were they? I was better than them. I left them weak and begging for more. Prince, get off my leg. God damn it, boy. Somebody get a bucket of water to throw on this pot. Honey, some kibble. Cool down, cool down. You got to cool down, boy. He's a very sweet guy, person, fella. I don't know, maybe it's me. When it's a sex symbol, I like to know the sex of the symbol. We were on the road not too long ago. Actually, we were on the road last year, 2 years ago. We met some pigs on the road. God. You didn't know there were people out there with consciousness so low. My God. We were hanging out with this band. What's his name's band? Oh, fabulous band. I forget the name. Their motto was, no muff too tough. Ugly women have pussies too. I thought it was revolting. Till I really actually thought about it. And then I thought, oh, that's kind of friendly, actually. It's really kind of non-judgmental in a funny way. Is that my accountant sitting there? I'll kill myself. Is it? It looks just like my accountant. I don't think it is my accountant. Thank Christ. Excuse my language, but my accountant. I adore my accountant, nevertheless. He has to be up at 6 a.m. at those books. Looking for tax shelters. The problem with MTV is that MTV tends to exclude a lot of performers that I really have a lot of affection for. You know the kind of people I mean. I have a friend, a woman by the name of Vicky Eady, who is a kind of a, she's a lounge singer. She's a lounge singer who never made it to the big room. You've seen her a couple of times on telethons, I'm sure. But not for any of the big diseases. She's a great gal. I really love her. She rang me up the other day and she told me that she was sure she could resurrect her career if she could just get on MTV. So she said to me, I'm going to make myself a video. I said, Vicki, that's a great idea. But before you make yourself a video, be sure you make yourself a record first. So you have something to lip sync to. This is a totally new concept for our girl. The last time she was in the studio, our boys were in Korea. Ike was in Mamie. Since then, there have been a lot of advances in the recording industry, none of which Vicki has kept up with. So imagine her surprise when she walks into a studio after all this time. Hi! Vicki's the name, Broadway's the game. Here's my charts. Now, you know, looking through the charts, I like a big horn section, so I'd like to have a conference with the horn section, or as we used to like to call them in my day, the horny section. Where are they? Yoo-hoo, come on up, boys. A synthesizer? Oh, so where's the drummer? A machine? Oh. Well, I guess I'll just wait for the guitar player to show up. Oh, he's already been here. He came yesterday. Well, I guess I'll just wait for the bass player to show up. He's already been here, too, huh? Well, who am I going to sleep with? I mean, sing with. I mean, this doesn't make any sense to me. In my day, we used to put a microphone in the middle of the room, everybody played, everybody sang together. God, we had ourselves a ball. Now you're telling me that one guy comes in at a time and nobody knows or hears the other guy. I don't really think that's fair. Who's going to listen to me when it's my turn? What are you laughing at? My music is not corny. A lot of people like this kind of music. A lot of people wish they could hear a whole lot more of it. So the hell with you, mister. Because I'm singing Broadway and I love it. I'm singing Broadway and I'm proud. You can keep your Springsteen, shove your chaka. I really don't care for that kind of caca. That's Eliza Cheetah, that's my crowd. My crowd, yes, I'm singing Broadway and it's heaven. Cause heaven is a song from a Broadway show. Just give me a part that's got laughter and tears, and I'll beat it like Yul Brynner for the next 1,000 years. Broadway, 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 bravo. Oh, who needs a girl who's got fluorescent hair or an ugly boy singing off key? Give me a broad who's got tits out to there, belting it out to the balcony. I'm singing Broadway, and it's heaven. I'll be singing Broadway, yes, till I die. Just tell me what could be better than shaking your buns in front of a chorus of 35 nuns. I'll climb every mountain and ford every river I see. A lady and her music. That's me. Yeah! So Vicky Eady is not going to make it through the techno age. But which of us will? I don't know a VCR from an IUD. Although I ought to find out. I'd hate to be standing in front of my microwave with a VCR up my tuchus. I thought a floppy disk was my diaphragm. Where's those heaves that wrote this act? Isn't it hard being friends with cokeheads? They always say, let's go somewhere and we'll talk. What they really mean is, let's go somewhere and I'll talk. And they always grind their teeth. I have friends who have ground their teeth so fine they can snort their own bicuspids. For a long time, I went looking for a new drug, a drug that had my name on it. Really, I thought I could find one. I searched high, I searched low, I tried designer drugs. After all that, you know how depressing it is to find out your drug is Midol. Once I mixed Midol with speed, I had my period 6 times in one day. But I had to give up speed. I started to understand what Charo was saying. Where's those heaves that wrote this act? I got the rest of my chichi bubbles. It's a lot of work lugging these things around. One day I woke up, I pulled Manny and Mo out of my eye. I said to myself, how much do these things weigh? I realized I had no idea. So I weighed them. Got myself a little male scale, you know? The kind they weigh postage and cocaine on. Unhooked my bra, flopped one of those suckers down on the male scale. I won't tell you how much they weigh, but it cost $87.50 to send them to Brazil. 3rd class. During the early 70s, I remember what a great brouhaha there was about the ladies burning their bras. Oh, God, I was desperate to burn my bra. I thought, boy, that'd be some fire. Fortunately, just about this time, Cosmopolitan magazine decided they were going to print a test that would show all us momos whether or not we were fit to go without a bra. This was the test. Stand in front of a full-length mirror, stripped to the waist. Take a pencil. Lift your breast. Slip the pencil under the breast, drop the breast gently over the pencil. Now, if the pencil falls to the floor, put your nipples to the wind, run down to the singles bar. Go home, shtup like rabbits, who cares? But if that pencil hesitates for even a fraction of a second before falling to the floor, don't even go to the fridge without major support. So I'm standing there in front of a full-length mirror, stripped to the waist, got the pencil in my hand. I lift the left breast, I slip the pencil under the breast, I drop the breast gently over the pencil. Then I slip the steno pad under there. An old Smith Corona typewriter. 2 wing-back chairs. A brand new hide-a-bed. I had a full house. I tell you, if I was a guy and I had this much extra flesh, I'd have a dick down to my ankles. I'd be having some fun. Oh, God, that's a lot of stuff about tits. And it's not over yet. No sirree, Bob. Everyone has their field of expertise. Mine just happens to be tits. Do they dump on the Pope because all he ever talks about is God? This next story is a true story. It concerns 2 of my favorite subjects, industrial theft and tits. What a combo. This is the story. The inventor of the modern foundation garment that we women wear today was a German scientist and opera lover by the name of Otto Titsling. This is a true story. His name was Otto Titsling. What happened to Otto Titzling shouldn't happen to a schnauzer. It's a very sad story. I feel I have to share it with you. Otto Titzling, inventor and kraut, had nothing to get very worked up about. His inventions were failures, his future seemed bleak. He fled to the opera at least twice a week. One night at the opera he saw an Aida, whose tits were so big they would often impede her. Bug-eyed he watched her fall into the pit, done in by the weight of those terrible tits. Oh my God, there she blows! Aerodynamically, this bitch was a mess. Otto eyeballed the diva lying comatose amongst the reeds, and he suddenly felt the fire of inspiration flood his soul. He knew what he had to do. He ran back to his workshop where he futzed and futzed and futzed. For Otto Titzling had found his quest to lift and mold the female breast, to point the small ones to the sky, to keep the bigger ones high and dry. Every night he sweat and snort, searching for the right support. He tried some string and paper clips. Hey, he even tried his own 2 lips. Well, he stitched and he slaved and he slaved and he stitched, until finally one night in the wee hours of morning, Otto arose from his workbench triumphant. Yes, he had invented the world's first over-the-shoulder boulder holder. Hooray! Exhausted but ecstatic, he ran down the street to the diva's house, bearing the prototype in his hot little hand. Now, the diva did not want to try the darn thing on, but after many initial misgivings, she finally did. And the sigh of relief that issued forth from the diva's mouth was so loud that it was mistaken by some to be the early onset of the Sorocan winds, which would often blow through the Schwarzwald with a vengeance. But little did Otto know, at the moment of his greatest triumph, lurking under the diva's bed was none other than the very worst of the French patent thieves, Philip de Brazier. And Phil was watching the scene with a great deal of interest. Later that night, while our Brunhilde slept, into the wardrobe Philippe softly crept. He fumbled through knickers and corsets galore, till he found Otto's Titzling and he ran out the door, crying, oh my God, what joy, what bliss. I'm gonna make me $1 million from this. Every woman in the world will wanna buy one. I can have all the goods manufactured in Taiwan. Thank you. The result of this swindle is pointedly clear. Do you buy a Titzling or do you buy a Brazier? Thank you. Oh, human history is a sordid affair. Often I say to myself, oh, this is horrible, man's inhumanity to man. It's just awful. Oh, why bother? Why bother? Why bother? Why bother? Why bother? I try to be rosy. I try to be upbeat. Life is real. Life is earnest. Sing Polly Wolly Doodle all day. I try to look on the bright side of things, and yet, when confronted with the truth, I have to say, why bother? Maybe I'll get a lift. Why bother? Maybe I'll get a job. Why bother? Maybe I'll get a new car. Why bother? Maybe I'll empty an ashtray. Why bother? It's so hard to keep your ears clean. Why bother? millions of wonderful piano players in the world. Listen to the chump I got. Why bother? You know, modern painting is supposed to be the panacea for all the ills of modern life. And yet everyone still buys the painting that matches the couch. Why bother? Do you know that the only museum in Las Vegas is run by Liberace? Why bother? France, the country that gave us Renoir, Manet, Monet, Van Gogh, Gauguin, has hailed Jerry Lewis as a genius. Why bother? Calvin Klein wears his own jeans, his own underwear, his own cologne. I still wouldn't fuck him. I said, Calvin, why bother? I have a star named after me on Hollywood Boulevard. It's under a fire hydrant. Why bother? I got a new haircut. You have to put a lot of mousse on it to make it look like anything. I got a terrible case of dandruff. My doctor said I was suffering from mousse abuse. Why bother? Dr. Ruth. Why bother? There are 88 keys on that piano. That motherfucker knows 5. Why bother? Halley's Comet comes once every 76 years. So do I. Why bother? I fasted for 25 days. I took a high colonic every day. I lost 3 pounds. My anemist said, why bother? You ever read the LA Weekly? You ever notice how many ads for high colonics they have? Is this town that full of shit? Why bother? Is this what T.S. Eliot meant? By the hollow men, the stuffed men, Or did he only mean? I will never forget it, you know. I was in bed one night with my boyfriend Ernie. He began combing his hair. There was a great shower of dandruff all about the bed. I said to him, Ernie, what's that? He said to me, Soph, those are the snows of Kilimanjaro. He leaped from the bed. He ran to the loo. I could hear him through the door, relieving himself violently. Pish, 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 pish. I said to him, Ernie, what the hell is that? He said to me, Soph, those are the rains of Ranchipur. He leaped from the bed. He ran back to the bed. No, he leaped from the loo. He ran back to the bed. He leaped from the he ran out the window. No, that's not right either. A humongous stick that wants to reach out and touch someone. Imagine that. He ran back from the loo. What happened then? Ah, yes, of course. I had a blank spot. On his way back from the loo, he had, dare I say it, an attack of flatulence. How could I forget that? He had an attack of flatulence. The cheese was cut. I said to him, Ernie, what the hell is that? He said to me, Soph, those are the winds of Krakatoa. That was enough for me. I jumped into my clothes. I was out the door like a shot. I could hear him calling me from down the road. Where are you going? What's wrong? I said, who can fuck in this weather? I'll never forget it, you know. How are you doing, doll? I'll never forget it, you know. Doorbell rang the other day. Answered the door. There was a delivery boy there with 24 roses. I grabbed the card, opened it, said, love from your boyfriend Ernie. I was having tea with my girlfriend Clementine at the time. I said, Clementine, you know what this means? For the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be flat on my back with my legs wide open. Clementine says to me, what's the matter with you? Ain't you got a vase? You know? Yet another cutting the cheese joke. Listen to how I make it my own. I'll never forget it, you know? It was my honeymoon with my boyfriend Ernie. We were on the Super Chief. We had a car all to ourselves. Suddenly, I cut the cheese. Ernie said, oh my God, Soph, is that you? Did you just fart? I said, of course I did. You think I always smell like this? I'll never forget it, you know. For the longest time, I didn't wear no underwear. Used to drive my boyfriend Ernie absolutely batty that I didn't wear no underwear. One day I caught a terrible cold. Ernie said to me, Soph, you've got to go see the doctor. I said, all right. Make an appointment for me. So he rang up the doctor, but unbeknownst to me, this is what he told the doctor. Doc, I'm sending Soph over. She got a terrible cold, but that's not the problem. The problem is she don't wear no underwear. Tell her the reason she got this cold is on account of she don't wear no underwear. Got that? Righto, says the doctor. So I, like a schmuck, trot on down to the doctor's office. Doctor says, Soph, open your mouth, say ah. I opened my mouth. I said, ah. He looked down my throat. He said, Soph, you ain't wearing no underwear. I said, I beg your pardon, doctor. He said to me, Soph, you ain't wearing no underwear. I said, doctor, you can look down my throat and see I ain't wearing no underwear. He said, that's right, Soph. I said, doc, do me a favor. Look up my ass and tell me if my hat's on straight.